Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm gonna do a part 2 of my garage parking video because I feel that the first one wasn't explained enough. There are 2 ways to do the parking as I've mentioned in my previous video, but we're gonna do first reverse parking. Okay, so in reverse parking, first you need to find your spot. I'm in my Honda, of course, my Honda. And this is my mirror. Of course, you have to make adjustments on the mirror and make sure that you also do adjustments on your left mirror and of course on your right. You need to choose which is your parking spot. Okay, that is my parking spot. You can see that. And then of course we need to put drive. Let's see. Okay, drive. You need to put it on drive, your gear stick. And then you need to slowly go in front. So in this case, I'm going to slightly go to the right. Make sure that we don't touch this car. Okay. So I am gearing my wheel to the right just to get a little bit edge. And then I'm going to go to the left. Okay, so it will be to the maximum left. Okay, so now you can see that my car is slanted on the road. So that is the road and it's slanted. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to tilt my mirror down. So then I should see my parking. And then we're gonna do a reverse parking. So now that my wheel is like on the left side most, so we have to, okay, you can see here, that is my mirror. So now we're going to make a right turn, full to the right. And you can see from here, I'm checking my left side mirror. I can see the car and I'm not touching it. On my right side, I can see the parking spot. And also you have to check, of course, your rear view mirror. Make sure that there are nobody. But the most part, I'm just gonna check my left mirror. So in this one, you can also tilt it down. Then you can see the parking. You can see that line. And then as I go inside, I am actually adjusting my wheel. So then I can see here that I'm going inside and I am not going to touch that car. See? You can see here, I am near to the lane. And so I'm going to turn my wheel to the left. So then I gain a little bit edge. And then in here also you can see that I'm almost inside. So I'm going to turn my wheel to the right again. So then I can see the adjustment. If you can see, I have very big space on my left side and very narrow space on the right side. So since I'm not yet inside, I'm going to put again my wheel to the leftmost. That is the leftmost. And then I'm going to make adjustment. You can see that I'm inside. Make sure that while you're doing this, you're also looking at the left side. So I'm actually looking at the right mirror and on the left mirror. Just I want to be a little bit closer. That should be good. And here I am inside. So now I have to turn again my wheel to the right so I could straighten my car. While doing that, I can see from here that I'm already inside. And in here I'm already inside. Okay, so it means that I am inside my lane and just I need to straighten my wheel and just go straight to the back. So now that I don't need this tilted, I can put it up. And then as well as this, let's put this up. Yep. Good. lane. Of course, you have to put your gear to parking and make sure that you put this up. This is your handbrake. Make sure you put it up. So if you can see here, I am inside my lane, but I'm a little bit near to the right because this car is very close to the lane. So I cannot be exactly in the middle. So I'm gonna show you how this looks like outside. This car is touching me already. Let's see how my car looks like. That is how it's now parked. You can see I am straight. You can check. You can check everything. Oh, I'm straight. Now that's done. Oopsie. Let's go inside. Okay, now that's done. That's how you do the reverse parking properly. If you really want to do it properly, you can start with that. Then until you are, like comfortable with your car, you don't have to tilt down your mirrors anymore, the two mirrors. But I was just thinking, if you are doing a garage parking test, your 90-degree parking test, then it's good to tilt it down. That is why I said on my presentation to tilt the mirror down, because then you can see the road. And if you're like in the last corner, you can check if your tire is going to touch the pavement. Then you can make adjustments. Okay, in the garage parking, you cannot do that reverse parking, that the way how I do it. This is how I do it outside, and this is the easiest one. How to do the garage parking. It works everywhere. It works in the narrow spaces. It works in all types of spaces. So we have to keep in mind that the parking lots in Dubai are not all the same. So some are very, like restricted, and some are really wide. There was one parking, the first parking that I showed you was a very wide garage parking spot, so it's not really difficult, just to make the adjustments. As long as you don't hit any car, you're gonna be okay. I'm gonna show you how to go out if you do the reverse parking. Let's do this. Okay, now to go out, I fix my mirrors here on the left side and on the right side already. Yeah, let's fix it one more time. So now when you have to go out, of course, you have to first make sure you put the handbrake down and you put your gear stick to drive, and then you put the signal. Of course, it's very important so that people know that you're going out, but you have to be very, very slowly because you have to see if there are any other cars. Look around you, make sure you don't like touch anybody. So now my reference point is this mirror. You see this mirror? Once it's aligned with the other car on my left side, that's the one, then I can start turning full to the left. While you're doing that, you have to also check your mirror if you are not touching any car. Okay, so now we're out. That's it. That's as easy as it is. Okay, so that is it, guys. I'm out already, and it's really, really easy. You just have to make sure that you check all the mirrors all the time. Check your surroundings, make sure that there are no person, animals, whatnot that you're going to be touching, and make sure that you don't do it very fast. Just be cool. Now what we're gonna do is front first, 90-degree parking, but we're gonna do this front first. I normally do this when I have my boys with me, when my babies are with me, and when we have like groceries and stuff, because it's a lot easier to take them out from the car, especially that my car is not sliding door, so I have to open it wide and take the boys down. So this one I do it especially when I have my babies with me. So I'm gonna show you how to do those first. Okay, so this is still the same, my parking space. You see, this is a two-way lane, right? This is going and the other one is coming back. But in this situation, because I need some space to do the maneuvering, so what I'm gonna do is just go slowly straight, but then I'm going to go to the left farthest. Okay, when I am furthest to the left, and I am, you can see, aligned to this, aligned to my spot. So this is almost the same as the angle parking. Then I'm going to do a full turn to the right. Okay, you can see I'm still in full turn. Now once I'm inside, I have to put my steering wheel straight and just do a little bit more adjustment because I think I'm not straight. And then you can check. Ta-da! I'm inside. Yeah, so that's it. That's the reference point. It's almost the same as the ankle parking. See, now I am inside my lane and I didn't touch my neighboring car. Okay, so that is it. That is so easy, guys. It's the same as what you do. Oh, I forgot. I have to put it at parking and the reverse. Okay, so it's almost the same as the angle parking. You know, the reference points on the mirror, you know, when you go nose first into your parking space. But as I said, it's really easy. Just you need to get the reference points, minding that if you have a car on your left side, you have to make sure that you also check the distance, because sometimes if you do nose first, you'll see that your front is very near to the edge of the car beside you. So if that is the case and you're not sure about the distance, okay, you're not sure, you can stop. Okay, do a reverse. Go back a little bit and then make again your wheel to go inside the parking space. Normally this happens in the malls, you know, like or in a tight parking space, because then the cars will be tied to each other. But I think this is mostly the regular parking spaces that you'll see outside. So in that case, you just have to be careful not to touch any cars. You know, while you're going inside the parking, if there are two cars parked to each side of you, make sure that you check the distance before you go straight and make the adjustments with your wheel if necessary, so you don't really bump any of those cars, which is really important. We're gonna go out. So if you're parked nose first, how would you go out? So I'm gonna teach you how to do that. So we're going to go out, and that is our outside lane. So I'm going to go right. I'm gonna put my gear stick down and this one to reverse. Okay, and then I'm gonna look at this right mirror. My wheel is straight, so we're gonna do that since we don't have anybody on the right side, or if there are like line on the side like that one, you can see that's the line, the end of the line. So that's gonna be our marking. So I'm trying to teach you guys as much as I could, but really it's very difficult. And you have to mind your car, you know, the cars beside you. So now this is the car beside me, and this is my lane. So I'm actually exactly in the middle of the lane. So where is that car? He finished parking. Okay, so now we're gonna reverse slowly. Let's go back. Of course, you have to check all the mirrors. I'm checking all my mirrors, make sure I'm not gonna hit anybody. In this case, my parking is really small, so now I'm gonna have to stop, because then okay, more, a little bit more. Okay, my point is this, my reference point is my right mirror should be aligned last line of my next parking space. So if there is another car, your reference point would be the car, the end of the car beside you. So now we're going to turn my wheel. Okay, tilt it, and while you're doing that, you have to see your surroundings. So there is another car behind me, you can see. So I'm just looking at it and this side, make sure I'm not gonna touch it. So as much as you can. Okay, now I think to the end. So I'm gonna put my my gear to D, and I'm gonna turn my wheel full to the right, and that should take me out. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the right. So to just fix my car. Okay, In my parking spot, it's really tight. So your main objective is actually not to be perfect, but make sure that you don't touch any other cars, you know, in your surroundings. So that's it. That's how you go out from your parking space. Yeah, so that's it. That's how you actually do a 90-degree parking or a garage parking. If you have to do nose first, that's how you take out the car, and I've explained everything already, so I guess we're good. Most parkings here in Dubai is going to be like that, you know, like the spaces in between is going to be really tight. Office buildings, mostly the parking are going to be much tighter. Yeah, I think that's just about it, guys. If you're haven't subscribed, I'm just reminding you to please do subscribe in our channel, and that's gonna help us a lot, and I would like to keep you, and I would like you to stick around, and don't forget to hit that notification bell as well, so you do get notified whenever I upload new videos. So if you have questions, suggestions, whatnot, leave them in the comment section down below, and I'm gonna put some links in the description box as well as how to do the 90-degree parking, you know, all my other parking videos and all my other Dubai driving license videos. I'm gonna put all the link in the description box, and I'll try to put it somewhere here on top, and I'll see you on my next videos. Bye.